Minister, thanks for having us here. That was a terrific presentation, and I appreciate the opportunity to tell you a little bit about our company, Cambrian Innovation. Cambrian is an industrial biotechnology company. We were started at MIT about 10 years ago. Our vision is to catalyze harmony between industry and nature. That means to develop solutions, particularly using biotechnology, that can help eliminate the dichotomy or the juxtaposition of the economy versus the environment. Our lead product is a completely new system to take industrial wastewater and convert it into clean water and clean energy. A little bit of background about the company. We started at MIT with a grant from NASA in 2006, and at the time I was between a master's and a PhD. We applied the grant, we found this technology that has amazing potential, this underlying biological process. We got it, looked at each other and said, we actually have to do this, we have to develop this technology. So we worked on it for about 6 years, so carefully developed it through the lab, and then we scaled it over a period of another about 4 years. So today, we've got a number of plants in the ground, and I'm going to tell you about that. But the first thing I want to do is frame the problem a little bit. I was very interested to see your presentation about your analysis of the level of groundwater, because as you probably well know, water pollution is a global crisis. So the World Economic Forum has labeled the water crisis as one of the top global risks when you're looking at both severity and potential impact. And there's really two aspects to that problem. The first is an issue associated with scarcity. So about 1/3 of the aquifers globally, according to a recent NASA study, are net losing water. And by 2030, by some estimates, we're going to have a 40% gap between the amount of water that's naturally regenerated and the demand for water. Now there's a related problem, which is that of water quality and pollution. And to give you a couple of quick examples, in the United States, about 40% of the waterways currently have low quality or are polluted. In some developing countries like China, that number's higher. It's closer to 60 to 70%. Now, one of the key challenges here is that eliminating this pollution is often very costly. So it often comes at the expense of economic growth. So the question is, what can we do about this? Well, at Cambrian, we've developed a system which is essentially a modular anaerobic wastewater treatment plant, leveraging a novel kind of biology that can take industrial pollution up to 500,000 gallons per day and convert it into up to 400 kilowatts of power and up to 400,000 gallons of clean water. So by generating both clean water and clean energy from wastewater, we're improving the economics associated with treating and reusing that water. And in some cases, those economics can be pretty substantially positive. As I mentioned, Cambrian has a number of plants in the ground today. We've got 4 in the United States. We've got 4 under construction. This is just one example that we're really proud of. This is a brewery in Northern California. It's the only example that I know of in the United States of a system that's taking polluted industrial water and converting it into potable quality water with almost zero net energy demand. We're producing up to 120 kilowatts of power, and we're also eliminating the water footprint, 40% of the water footprint of the brewery, in a place where water tables in California are falling, and this is a critical problem. Now, importantly, we're limiting 1,600 metric tons of carbon dioxide, but we're also saving the company a lot of money. The power we're producing, the clean water we're producing, the elimination of the charges of the wastewater all add up to an internal rate of return of up to 35%. What we're doing now is converting this product into a service. So in a number of industries in the distributed renewable space, folks have moved towards more of a service model. It's part of a trend. And the idea here is that, at least in our case, the companies that we're working with are not experts in water management or wastewater treatment. So what we're going to do is raise a small fund of about $30 million. We install the plants on their behalf, and then we charge them per gallon treated and per kilowatt hour returned a discount to what they would otherwise be paying. So they get immediate savings, zero money down, and a particular environmental benefit in addition to it. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and wanted to say very briefly on your sensor question, we're also developing a number of sensors. So we have some biosensors in the company, real-time nitrate sensors for particular applications to agriculture. So those are other areas that we're excited to develop. So thanks very much, appreciate the opportunity.